So this is exciting. This is our last all hands until I looked at the calendar, probably the 28th of February, right? Monday 28th is when we will be all back. But for the next 2-3 weeks, it's going to be all about Denver, and Sam will give us an update in a minute. And the team, we've got a bunch of folks here who are all hands on deck, working on all things in Denver. Okay, I think we can get started. So what I wanted to do was, as per usual, we'll first do a quick product launch update. We'll just go around. After that, because we're going to be away for so long, everyone on the team has written down their February deliverables. So I'm going to pick out a few folks from the team just to go over their deliverables and kind of just talk to what they're going to be working on. And after that, we'll get some updates on East Denver, and then we'll wrap up with any other issues. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Take it away, Ganesh.
Yeah, it's going good for this week launch. We have added additional security measures into the contract to prevent possible like Oracle failures. And
This is about
also,
BTC Bridge, right?
yeah, BTC Bridge.
BTC Bridge.
Sorry, sorry. And also like basically like liquidation, all those risks brought up by walls. So we added additional measures to prevent any kind of failures and so on, and upgraded the contracts. For today, tomorrow, like I'll work with Yuri on some front end and last minute fixes and so on to make it really like smooth. Apart from that, we have seen some already vaults registered, and I think some more probably will register along the way. We don't need to everyone to register at the same time. They can be gradually like adding their vaults and so on. Even after the announcement going live, they can add. There's no requirement that they have to be live as well when we go live. Yeah, I think we can rest of the stuff we can discuss offline.
Okay.
If I can add to that real quick.
Sure.
So there's I think there's a little confusion out there as well. I've seen some folks under the impression they had to add a lot of liquidity, or sorry, a lot of collateral when launching their vault, and I just wanted to make sure that we communicated to folks out there that they can create their vault with a small amount of collateral and then add additional once they feel more comfortable gradually. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And Wednesday is still the launch date?
Yeah, you can go
this Wednesday. Great. Okay. We'll chat after this and plan accordingly. Okay. Great. Anything else, Ganesha, from any other launches?
Yeah, on the trustless Ethereum bridge, there's some progress on the blocker. I had a fellow looking into that last week, and he seems to resolve the issue. So that should unblock us to make progress. Along with him, Xiaopeng also is going to rejoin the team and push the last mile on that part, starting tomorrow. So for next week or week after, we should see some substantial progress on that bridge. On the Cosmos bridge, also there is a small PR created by one of the fellow who's working under me. It's mainly to add like ED 25519 signature verification precompile. That is one of the requirement from the Cosmos side. So that after that, there's I think it'll unblock them one step further. I think that's all on the bridge front.
Okay, thank you. RJ, can you give us an update on MetaMask staking and anything else?
So MetaMask staking, I think the new binary is released and pushed to all the node, and also already talked to all the external partners, node runners, validators for them to upgrade the binary. And the launch time is still set at February 11th at the epoch 871. So it's still on schedule, and we're gonna we're writing the Medium article, which we're gonna couple with the launch when it's published. So on Quasar transaction, there is an update last week, but I think they're still working on the final design and the Quasar HSC20 example. So on the RPC side, we're working on putting the get log RPC off chain. So actually also had a meeting, very fruitful meeting with the DeFi Kingdom last week to talk about all the potential optimization techniques on both the dApp side and also the backend RPC infrastructure side. So for DeFi Kingdom, they are working on like optimizing their RPC calls themselves. And on our side, we're optimizing the get log RPC to put it off chain to serve it in a separate stack that's more like scalable. So that's that. I think what else? So as Ganesh said, we actually like offer we have two new engineers joining. One is Xiaopeng, which actually was the previous like teammate. He's rejoining tomorrow. Another new engineer is joining February 14th. His name is Konstantin. He's friends with Jenny and Yuri, and he's a very strong engineer. So we're getting more help on the engineer side.
Excellent.
We have one more who's just starting today. He's mainly going to be doing cloud operations.
Yep.
His name is Sochi. So yep.
And another person that we should mention is Victor. A lot of people know Victor. He's been working on various projects on Harmony for a good 6 months now. He's been a huge help, and he finally has joined us now full time. He's going to be working with Jenya and team to mostly focus on our Explorer, right? So that team is going to be really focused on making Explorer really great and to have feature parity with a lot of tools that developers expect. So that's going to be a great development.
Yeah, another update is about the research DAO. So they written draft on all the protocol like details and also potential improvements. So we're reviewing that doc. That's like 30-page document. It's more like a research paper. So we're reviewing that. There are a couple of improvement and future changes on like the token fee model, the slashing and the cross-link and all kinds of area in the protocol. So actually they also hired 2 engineers inside the research DAO, which is gonna help like implement some of the proposals. So that's the new update on research DAO.
Got it. Thanks, RJ. Leo, any updates you want to chat about?
So I saw some of the initiative was removed, right? So I guess that's done with market. So the deep pruning feature is already released together with the
That's right.
latest one. So
Yes, they get removed once they're on mainnet.
yeah. So all the validator on shard 1 to 3, they can use the enable the deep pruning feature so that they don't need a huge disk to host the SHA-0 DB SHA-123 validators. For the cross-chain universal identity, we already have the smart contract deployed on our testnet, so that we have a test data to import some of the NFT state to Harmony. And the relayer is already been working on, so we hope we have the relayer in the next few days available on the testnet. Other than that, so we didn't include any update of the Rosetta integration here, but we made the latest fix into the mainnet and building a cluster to serve the Rosetta RPC.
Great. Anything else on launches? Anyone else?
So do we have any update on our timeless wallet and one wallet? I didn't see any updates recently.
Yeah, Z will be updating that. There'll be more about timeless at Denver, so we will provide more updates there. Okay, and Leo, sorry, any updates about just the status of the network?
I think last week been pretty smooth, and we also adjust some of our PagerDuty alarm thanks check to alleviate the repeated alarm.
Good.
Overall, it's been very stable, and we're working towards a more load balance and approach using Cloudflare. We've already have that established. So going forward, we're just going to try to make things faster and faster while keeping the stability going.
Yeah, so I think our RPC optimization to offload the get logs RPC call will improve our performance of the RPC endpoint. So this one, we're gonna have a meeting after the all hands to discuss the next step.
Great. Anything else before we move on?
Yeah, fixed income, one anchor. We are launching anytime soon. There are some delays with the UX, but we're working on that. There were some couple of issues with Terra Network, but we figured it out. And yeah, I guess we are almost there.
Do you have an ETA, Boris?
I mean, tonight, tomorrow. Yeah, once I figure out the UX issues entirely, I'm working with someone I worked in the past, Francisco, and yeah, we are coding heavily yesterday and today.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you could please just update this, just to update, reflect the correct dates.
For today. Okay, yeah, I will update it.
Thank you. Okay. If there's nothing else, I want to switch gears and talk about February deliverables. So like I mentioned, we're going to be in Denver for a few weeks. So I wanted to give everyone an overview of what everyone's going to be working on for the next 3 weeks. So I'm just going to go through some of these. Everyone's done theirs. This is all public, right? So folks watching, you can go in and take a closer look yourselves. But I wanted to ask folks on the call here to just briefly go through their list of deliverables. And first up, we have Jenya.
Oh,
no, actually, it's Yuri. That's Yuri.
I'm sorry, Yuri.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So my goals for next month is Bitcoin Bridge launch. So it contains bug fixing, vault and user supports, implements new feature if we will need it, and also implement end-to-end tests and monitoring system for all BTC Bridge ecosystem. So this is what I will work this week and next week. Next goal, it is Horizon Bridge security improvements. So last months we heard a lot about bridges hacks on other chains. So, and Ganesh and Peter asked me to implement these features. So at first I want to add one more step on which we will add all operations on security, on large amount, on receiver and recipient addresses, and we will freeze these operations and manually approve it. So it allows us stop all bridge activity if we will see suspicious operations. And also I'm planning to add security monitoring, so it will contain a page on which we will see all suspicious operations and special security alerts to Discord channels or to email. So this feature. And also I'm planning to update Horizon Bridge front-end part together with Sergey, with GIF, and with a new designer. So I think Sergey will work on this feature, and I will only help him and review his code.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yuri. Yeah, Darren is another amazing individual who's joined the team, who's going to be focusing on just like refreshing UI, UX of our applications. So that's very exciting.
Will we invite all the new engineer or new employee to this call? Like we haven't met, like for example, Victor.
Yeah. They're on different time zones. Some of them I did invite Victor, and Darren will probably join next time. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Yuri. Peter, you are up next, and let's bring up your Feb.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so I've got kind of a mix of actual deliverables and also goals that I want to, just kind of new behaviors that I want to start doing and practices. So the first one, the most urgent, is the DFK passport. I'm not going to say anything more about that. The second thing is work with Anders, and not going to say much about that either. Going to start conversations this month with a couple of gaming projects, Web2 gaming companies, and doing some market research and getting to know the key people in them. Support BTC Bridge launch, which means working with Adrian on the video, which is hopefully going to be finalized soon. Also with Tranquil, our launch partner, and also working on kind of like the blog post announcement and the social kind of promotion for that. I've been attending the grants daily stand-up, and so continuing to help on that. I want to be a better mentor to Daniel, Wolf, and Abi. They deserve much better than what they've gotten, and so I'm committing to be better guys. And want to start the biz dev meetings again, and as well as the weekly marketing calendar meetings. And so that's my goals so far for February.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. These will all be revealed. The ones that he couldn't talk about, some exciting things happening. Okay. Moving along. Jenya, this time for real, it's you.
All right. Okay, firstly, Block Explorer. Artem is actually already knows every bit of the system, so he's helping me a lot. And this month, we finally deliver a full transaction history, which is expected by community. We had many requests, so different types like staking, internal transactions, HRC. So yeah, this month. And also research and estimate what we can do to to implement Etherscan compatible API. Also have many requests. And some small things during emergencies in December and January, we had gaps in database, so I'm restoring now. Will be done by, I think, today. And also we're setting up off-chain layer of API based on Block Explorer data, so only for get logs right now. And so most of the work done now. Benchmarking current goal is to hold at least 200 requests per second. So far so good, and I think we will launch this week.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Very good. Thank you, Jenya. Dan, is Dan around? Dan, are you there? I don't know if you've had a chance to.
Here. I
don't know if you had a chance.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going over it with Jack in the breakout after this meeting, so
Okay.
it'll be updated today at some point. So
Okay. All right. Moving. Let's see. Boris.
Well, the one anchor that we are released now is a little limited. The next step is to integrate it with one wallet, Timeless or one wallet. That's the next step. Then it's probably one of the contracts we want to add one more contract to handle a couple of things. So it's not critical, but we'll jump right to it after the first release of today or tomorrow. So, and during the rest of the month, I will keep adding all the features. I think it should have once it's integrated with one wallet, I think that will require, several improvements. I'm working with Maddie on the Project X in Denver. So yeah, I keep doing Amazon in Spanish. So, and we are working ETH Rio, and I'm working on getting some workshops. I already find a CK, Zero Knowledge presenter in Portuguese for Rio. So I will keep adding on that, trying to get more content in Spanish and Portuguese, and doing some trainings, and also doing some workshops in Denver. I assume they are in English, but if they are some demand for something in Spanish, I can do it in Spanish too. I did for the CK university thing, I implemented a version for Harmony of the Zero Knowledge airdrop app. So now it's working. We just need to make it, more user friendly. So once the pressure on this fixed income goes down, I will improve that interface and make it easier to do, and try to get people to do their airdrops using Zero Knowledge. I think point number one will take at least half of my time, and so the other parts will take, smaller parts of this next 20-something days.
Okay. Thank you, Boris. Let's see. Is Adrian on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Adrian, I see you. You're up.
Can you see me? Hey, sorry. I'm at a studio right now, about to film. My February goals. So I've actually onboarded a couple new people to help with audio, visual effects, and I'm still looking for a solid editor, but those guys are few and far between. I haven't liked anything that I've seen so far, and we're still on the hunt for that. For East Denver, we have a huge plan that we've been doing the whole time, and then we have to execute that plan. So I'm just gonna think that it's gonna be basically just like day one times 10 days. So I'm expecting to, you know, manage fires and put them out, and just make this a total success for everyone on board. Catch my breath. That's a big one when it's all over. And then gonna try and be more active in the forum. I know that's probably my weakest point. Yeah, that's, I want to be more active in there and kind of, you know, lend my opinion to some of the projects and grants that are funneling through there. I know I get funneled a lot of them through there, and I look at some of them, but I want to be more involved in that. So.
Yep, and we do get quite a lot of folks who are interested in helping on the audiovisual side of things. So it'd be good to take a closer look at those.
I have seen some of them, and some of them I'm just not 100% stoked on. And I guess I need to work on how to reject, I guess, or to say that I think it could be better, because not all of them are amazing. So maybe someone can coach me on how to say no. You know.
All right, Peter's very good at that. All right, thank you, Daniel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's too early still.
Adrian.
Adrian. Jeez. Okay. Yes.
Genya, Yuri.
I know. It's because I was thinking about Daniel, who's up next. Daniel, go for it.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. February goals. Got a few things on my plate here. The first is kicking off a new weekly call for the team to try and help improve communication between the project teams. Something that we discussed while in the office last week. Tied to that is writing up a template for those meetings, something that's easy to fill out, easy for us to follow on a weekly basis. Also tied to projects would be creating a template for a separate call that's more in-depth and designed for the project team and a project manager. To products, I'm going to continue assisting in the BTC bridge documentation and communication. And if anyone is interested, anyone out there watching this, if you're interested in running an external vault, join us on Discord. We have a BTC vault channel. Also tied to products is writing some communication about our Chrome extension wallet. I'm not going to go into too much detail there. And finally, with the Ambassador DAO, they have their first tranche requirements done. So the framework and rough process is pretty much written up. So with that out the way, going to continue providing them with guidance and hands-on assistance, flesh out some new standard operating procedures for special events and meetups. We need a new process flowchart for meetups if we hope to scale to, fingers crossed, 100 cities by the end of the year. And I plan to continue supporting grantees. That's what's on my plate for this month. Hopefully be able to fit all of that along with Denver as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Daniel. And let's see, one more, Maddie.
All right, so we have done, we spent the last month or so planning ETH Denver. A large team of us have put together a very strong strategy and events list. It's going to be probably close to 1 million events. So I have a very strong, amazing team of great volunteers that have offered their time and will help us in making sure that those events go very smoothly. So I'll be managing them and just executing our our operations throughout ETH Denver to help make it as smooth as possible. As Adrian said, we expect a very chaotic but controlled chaos event atmosphere. So I think now that we have digested our postmortem from the day one event, that this will, it'll be like that times 15, but we will be in a great place to make sure that we don't have to put out too many fires. Our teams optimize really well. So number 2, begin strategizing basic DAO concepts and operations to be ready by the start of Q2. This will house many of our, our incoming contributors, among other things, but I'll be working with our DAO whisperer, Mikey, on getting these strategies and operations up by the start of Q2 so that we can scale our team and a lot of the efforts we want to achieve. Number 3, coordinate ETH3O operations. We are going to be a primary sponsor of ETH3O, and we're very excited to take a good core team out there to make a big splash and host some events and do some workshops, which we're all very excited. We're going to have Boris talk about universal basic income, and we're going to do several AMAs. Number 4, onboard new fellows and contributors and providing ongoing support to those who have already been onboarded. As we scale our operations team, I want to be able to provide just a very quick and a quick way for everybody onboarding to integrate to the team very quickly and make an immediate impact. And then number 5, to begin 2 new hackathon partnerships. We just concluded our university hackathon, and we have a few more in the pipeline that we'll be able to get started in February.
Excellent. Okay, thanks everyone. I mean, there are obviously more folks here. Again, you can go through and read those for yourselves. But I wanted to now shift gears again and turn it over to Sam and team to talk about ETH Denver.
Sam and team again. I do have to say, so you heard multiple times during this all hands how many times we refer to ETH Denver. That's because we have an army of people who are working on that. So I want to thank all of you who have worked on it. Matt, Devin, Leo's put in some work, Essa, Nora. I'm sure there are people I'm missing. I'm just looking through my screen right now. Adrian is putting a massive amount of work in. So thank you guys all so much for the work. It's really, really hard to bring all these things together. For context, I leave tomorrow and I'm headed over to ETH Denver, and I don't come home until the end of the month. Like I'm literally, I think my flight home is on the 25th. And most people show up on the 10th, and then the hackathon itself, the build week, starts on the 11th. The 11th through the 16th is that build week. Every single day we have stuff going on. Every single day we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner somewhere. We have snacks. We have, people speaking. We have people that we have to move from one place to another. We have 200, 300 people that we're housing and sponsoring to come into town. So all of this stuff has been a very, very big lift. So thank you all so much for all your help. There are a handful of things in all of this chaos. There have been a handful of things that we have not quite finished and gotten out to you. I promised everyone that you would all have your calendar by Friday, and that didn't happen. We're a little bit behind because ETH Denver, the organization, received over 1,200 speaking proposals for a 4-day event. And so they have been just scrambling to figure out who to place where. On our side, one of the things that we need to do is we need to make sure we have 3 locations staffed by at least 2 people the entire 2 weeks, right? So this is from the 11th until the 20th, We need a technical support table staffed in the Harmony Hub every single hour of the day. Well, let's go from 10 till 6, and a funding table staffed from 10 till 6 in the Harmony Hub. And that's from the 11th until the 17th. And then in ETH Denver at the Web Castle during the main event, which is the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, we have our booth that we need to have staffed by 2, if not 3 people. So we need to have somebody who's technical, and we also, And I say that because I can't answer technical questions, and so I would need to make sure that we have somebody there. So Nora is going to circulate the sign up list to make sure people sign up. If we don't have full coverage, that means the 1 or 2 people who sign up will end up being there for a long time. So please help your friends. Please help your coworkers. Please do not leave it all on Leo and Boris and Ganesha to do it all. You guys will all be very appreciated to help do that. Yes, so let me turn it over to Nora and Essa. Essa, do you have any comments that you'd like to let people know about Build Week and the main event weekend?
I don't think I do right now. Nora and I have been working on the schedules. Like Sam had said, we are trying to get everything confirmed. We're waiting for ETH Denver's schedule to get sent to us so we can have individual schedules for everybody on the team. As far as the schedule we have right now, there is an external one that Nora has posted. Everybody can look at. I have been working primarily on hotel rooms, as you all know. I did want to reiterate, if you haven't gotten back to me about any rooms or anything, make sure you do that, just so I know that, you know, you're not going to be homeless when you're in Denver. There are a couple of people that I've reached out to that I haven't heard back. One person specifically that I actually didn't put in a room, and I just realized on this call. So if you're going to be joining us and you will need a hotel room, please let me know. If you've messaged me about changing any of your accommodations, I do have that. I'm waiting for the hotel to get back to me for confirmation. And then the same with Breckenridge. I think, Nora, do you have anything to add on the scheduling?
Nope, you got it all.
Got it all. Okay.
The one thing I will flag on Breckenridge, because this is something that Essa was able to, she identified early on and she was able to solve this particular problem, is that the regular buses from Breckenridge back down to the airport leave the day after all of you guys leave. So that would not actually help you get to your airplane. So we will have a charter bus to get you from Breckenridge back to the airport in time for you guys to get home. Not me, because I'm staying for an extra day because gotta follow up on stuff while I'm up there. Make sure that we ship out all of our gear.
Are we not renting cars?
So that's an excellent question, Boris. In general, don't rent a car unless you've been specifically asked to rent a car. Parking up in Breckenridge is really, really difficult. Driving in snow is not something that most people have a lot of experience with. Once you're actually in Denver itself, getting from the hotel to the various different places you need to be, we will have lift passes for you, as well as we're only like 5-10 minute walk from places.
Yeah, I had a submission just for Denver to Breckenridge.
Yeah, Denver to Breckenridge. We will manage all your transportation getting from the hotel in Denver up to Breckenridge, and then from Breckenridge back. We have party bus. That says putting together a party bus. Because Boris, I know how you like to party. Any other quick questions? I don't want to swallow too much of the all hands time, but it's been a huge effort, a big uplift with a bunch of people. So please ask any questions. Please be prepared to execute Project X with all of your enthusiasm. And please ask any questions so that we can help make sure you guys feel confident about where you're going to be. At the end of the day, just make it to the Grand Hyatt Hotel sometime between the 10th and 11th in Denver. That's all I'm asking. From that point on, we'll take care of you.
We'll figure it out. Very exciting. Any other questions about Denver? Any other questions in general? Anything you want to share? Lee? Anything?
All good.
All good. Okay. In that case, we can go into the breakout rooms.
Well, I will say one thing, sorry.
Go for it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Devin. You had something to share.
No worries.
I apologize.
Yeah, so very exciting news. We have a new NFT marketplace coming to Harmony. I imagine some of you have heard of it. It's called Mad in Art. I'm going to take about 4 minutes to just share a little bit about them. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. You guys can see this video with the smoke. Cool. Yeah, so this is their website without giving away, what the URL is. They're in testnet right now. They will be within next week on mainnet. So you can see very nice UI, a nice Web 2 look to it. There is a token coming in the future. The tokenomics model, I believe, is being developed at this time. So we'll just kind of explore the UI. Yeah, really nice way to browse NFTs. It's obviously, you can see the hearts. So the ones that are featured because they are community loved. You can change, from US dollar to one, which is really cool. It's a nice David Bowie NFT. I think the founder made. I can boost it right here. Fun stuff. Let me just browse through here. Oh yeah, see all the other things they have. This is cool if you want to become a creator. Super easy. Manage your drops. I've been testing one out. Really nice UI. So do check that out. You can see your active drops, your upcoming drops, your past drops. Again, this is all testnet right now. But they're really focusing on making the experience really nice and easy for the artist. So you got this mobile mint coming. And I think a really important part as well is the fiat to crypto payments. So this is already, this will be live when it launches on mainnet. So let's pop over there. Right up top, pay with a card. Yep, right there, pay with a card. And you can pay with a card. You can own the NFT, you can show your friends, but you can't really do anything with it until you create a Harmony wallet, which is really cool. So you get a real reminder every now and then. I'm also really excited about this. They have an academy. So it's really geared towards people coming in who don't know what this is about, who want to make NFTs, who want to buy NFTs, to just do it. Really nice software and FAQ, check out the artists. We are working, pardon me. Yeah, we're working with the team right now to curate some artists that will be featured at the start, but anyone is welcome to mint their NFTs when they go live. Remember, this is you put the NFT out, it's minted when someone buys it, is how it works. And I will also share one other really quick thing they shared with me today. You guys can all see this video, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So this is a Metaverse gallery component. Just a quick recording I did earlier, where you can display your NFTs in a really nice Metaverse experience. So, and this is the founder, one of the founders' NFTs. Browse through those. Got the nice city here. Turn around. Got a nice.
That's your house, right?
Yeah, this is my
look
house.
at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brent. So
is it supported
really
on the Oculus?
stuff.
Does it work on the Oculus?
I believe so, yes. Yeah. So do want to share that with you guys. Really, really excited. Their team is crazy good. And yeah, keep an eye out for that in the next 2 weeks. There'll be a soft mainnet launch to get things rolling and make sure everything's smooth. And then, yeah, big, spectacular. So it'll be cool.
Very cool. That looks awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Devin.
Exceptionally good work from the team, from Jeff, from JB. They have been toiling in the shadows for quite a while. They were one of our earlier grants, and they just been working on it. They've been working in the background on this for a while. And for those of you who joined us in Miami, they were there in a big way as well, and bringing in a lot of just talented people and just the right. I have enjoyed working with them very much. They're good people.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. If there's nothing else, we'll go to the breakout rooms. All good? All right. Have a great week, all.
Thank you, Gif.
Take care.